here's our beautiful, beautiful engine. And this is our new gasket, which will go on there. Just make sure it's the right side up. So now we have our new gasket on here, and I turned the engine so the middle two con rods are at around TDC. So we have enough room to get our wrist pins in there and the clips and all the stuff that needs to be in there. So here's our cylinder where we did the piston with the wrist pins stuff a minute ago. So now we take the two inner pistons and push them out slightly so we have enough space to work properly. Something like this. Now we take corners to this side. All the stuff that needs to be in there goes in. Chain. Timing chain. So as you can see, we have two of our pistons already in, wrist pins in there, everything is good to go. But before we go to the other ones, we have still to do the circlips on this side and on this side. So we're going to show you how it's done on this side, and I will skip the rest because it's a pain to do. Yeah. See, Rob is doing a quite important thing. You want to cover your crankcase because those circlips like to fuck off, and then when they go down there, yeah, you have to open everything up to get them back out again, which sucks even more than
anything else in the world.
Anything else in the world. Oh. The last time I did this, the engine was still on the bike, which was even more painful. I think a good way to do this is with these pliers. Force them in and then give them like the last push with a screwdriver.
Alter. Schutzfolie noch drauf wie vorhin.
Ist okay. Oh boy. Huh? Ah?
Ich leuchte, komm.
Ja, na, ist nicht richtig drin. Zu leuchten. Yeah, now it's properly seated. Make sure they sit in their groove. and sit quite well, because if these rings get flying out when you're revving this thing,
all the dildos will explode in your face.
no es bueno, no es bueno. So this is like one side done. We do the other side now, and then show you later how to do the other pistons. So we have those two in there, and now we're gonna do the outer ones. And here's the problem with the position of the conrods. Since we can't get the outer ones into TDC without pulling out those two pistons, we're gonna find like a middle position where we can get the conrods in there and the wrist pins and make everything work. So now we are in this middle position that hopefully will work for us. So we do the molly pastes.
Ich habe meinen schon. Ja, die hätten wir vorher ansetzen können, ne? Die hätten wir vorher ansetzen können.
Ja, haben wir aber nicht.
Ja, natürlich nicht so schlau.
Then we get something in there. Now we try to push the wrist pin in there. So it's now pushing against the conrod.
Wir sind schon zu
Ja. Warte. Au, ich bewegen. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, willst du den Kolben hochdrücken?
Nee, ich will den wristpin rauskriegen. I pushed in the wristpin a bit too far and now I can't get the conrod in the right position.
Ach so.
Ja.
Ja, komm, klöppel den Rest. Rest klöppeln.
Das ist schon gut.
Ja,
einen Tacken noch, aber ganz wenig. So finally got it in there.
Das war verschoben. So. Ja. Ja, bei.
Whoop. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 wrist pins in there. Now we have to do the last two circlips. And then we're done for today. We start with this side. Ja, ist drin.
Leuchten? Mal checken.
Yeah,
Was nicht leuchtet?
it's a good point. Always check if the circlip sits correctly. Yeah, this looks good.
Okay. Den schaffen wir raus.
Yeah. Last one. You have to be careful not to pull out the pistons in this state, because then you have to work them in there again. Can be a lot of work. Everything still in place. As you can see, we have the rack in there. Quite good. So in case the circlip will piss off, it can't fall into the crankcase.
Ja, eine Sache noch. Bling, reingefahren.
Naja, alles gut.
War das?
Das war der Wristpin, der reingegangen ist.
Sehr gut. Mal nachklappern.
Ja, das ist gut.
Nicht mehr leuchten?
Nee, das sieht man.
Okay. Vorsicht.
Yeah. So now we have all them pistons in there, all the fucking circlips in there. Last thing, the chain needs to go up here.
Hast du?
Yo. Now you can push down on the cylinder.
Willst du das nicht locken, lieber? Das ist eigentlich egal.
Nee,
ne?
einfach runterdrücken, das ist scheißegal.
Ja, warte.
Yeah. Be sure to make it nice and even. Then the cylinders will be pushed into the pistons will be pushed into the cylinder. And then it looks like this. Shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. I would say this is a good job. And we'll call it a day.
Durchdrehen. Gleich noch.
Get ready for some engine porn.